Evelyn Moore lived for love. Ryan Trent killed for it. In the quiet town of Belmar, their twisted romance began like a fairy tale but ended in cold-blooded murder. What started as a passionate whirlwind relationship unraveled into obsession, deceit, and a fatal betrayal that left one lover in a grave and the other in handcuffs. This is the true story of how love became a weapon and how two strangers, addicted to the idea of it, destroyed each other. Welcome to Addicted to Love. In the quiet town of Belmar, population just under 12,000, life moved at a gentle pace. It was the kind of place where neighbors waved from their porches and secrets rarely stayed hidden for long. But in the spring of 2019, the town's sleepy calm was shattered when a body was discovered in a shallow creek bed just outside town. The victim was 35-year-old Evelyn Moore, a well-liked local florist known for her cheerful smile and extravagant romantic displays. Her shop, Petals and Promises, had decorated hundreds of weddings, anniversaries, and proposals. Ironically, it was love that would become her undoing. Evelyn's death shocked the community. She had no known enemies, no history of depression, no signs of robbery. But the autopsy revealed something chilling. Her bloodstream contained a high dose of digitalis, a plant-derived toxin found in foxglove. It's rare, deadly, and surprisingly easy to mask in herbal tea. Authorities began combing through Evelyn's past. What they found was a life built around obsession with love, and with the idea of being loved. Evelyn wasn't just a florist. She was a collector of romance. Her apartment was filled with love letters, many of them not addressed to her. Dozens had been copied from cards she'd written for clients. Others were photocopies of messages she'd intercepted, saved, or even stolen. Police traced her recent activity, starting with her dating profiles. She had over 20 different accounts across 10 different platforms, each with a different name, story, and photograph. But it wasn't just catfishing. Evelyn would meet these men in real life, under different personas, always chasing a version of love that never lasted. One man stood out. Daniel Carr, a schoolteacher from a nearby town. He met Sophie, Evelyn's most recent alias, and quickly fell for her. But after a few weeks, she disappeared. Daniel reported the odd behavior to a friend, mentioning how Sophie became possessive, even threatening to harm herself if he ended the relationship. That friend never reported it. After all, nothing had happened yet. Investigators found out that Evelyn's life was a cycle: find love, create fantasy, push too far, then disappear. But she wasn't just unlucky in romance. She was manipulative, dangerous, and in one case, deadly. 3 years earlier, in a neighboring county, another man named Mark Hastings had died of a heart attack. His case was ruled natural causes. But following Evelyn's death, that ruling was reopened. They'd been briefly involved, and friends described how quickly he became obsessed with her, until she abruptly cut him off. Toxicology samples from Mark's case had degraded, but one clue remained: a foxglove plant growing in a pot on his balcony. Neighbors said Evelyn had given it to him as a gift. So if Evelyn had been the predator, why was she dead? The answer lay in a name scribbled at the bottom of a letter found tucked into a book on her nightstand. To Evelyn, who made me believe again, always Ryan. Ryan Trent was a 41-year-old contractor. His life had taken a downturn after a messy divorce. He met Evelyn posing as Lila at a hardware store. Their whirlwind romance lasted 2 months. He told friends she made him feel alive again. Then she ghosted him. He became obsessed. Ryan hired a private investigator to find her. When he realized Lila didn't exist, and that Evelyn had lied to him from day one, something inside him snapped. His search turned from longing to revenge. Confronted with mounting evidence, text messages, receipts for foxglove seeds, and a neighbor's security footage placing him at Evelyn's home the night she died, Ryan confessed. But his story wasn't cold-blooded murder. He claimed it was justice, that he wanted her to feel what he felt: betrayal, loss, despair. He'd brewed the poison in a tea Evelyn often drank. He watched her through the window as she sipped it. Then he walked away. Ryan was sentenced to 25 years in prison. No one in Belmar spoke much of Evelyn after that. Her shop was sold, the sign painted over. Some said she was a victim, others a manipulator who finally pushed too far. But one thing was certain: her life and death left behind a trail of broken hearts and unanswered questions. In the end, Evelyn Moore wasn't just addicted to love, she was consumed by it. And in Belmar, love was no longer seen as harmless.